Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World Storytelling Cafe. I'm David Heathfield, standing in for John Rowe, and here we are, excited to meet our guest storyteller today, Geraldine Nanjala, a dear friend of mine, a wonderful storyteller from Kenya. So, Geraldine.
Yes.
You're in Kenya, right?
Yes.
Here we are. Can you tell us, am I right that you live near Nairobi?
No, I live about 165 kilometers from Nairobi, west of Nairobi.
Okay, so we're looking
yes,
Nairobi and going further west. Okay,
yes,
fantastic.
At a town called Nakuru.
Can you say that again?
A town called Nakuru.
Nakuru.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, I'd like to welcome you because it's your first time here at the World Storytelling Cafe.
Yes.
And, would everybody like to say a big welcome to Geraldine, and then I'll hand over to Geraldine. So let's give a big wave of welcome to Geraldine. And in the room, Geraldine, you can also see Louis, who is the youngest person here in the Zoom room with us. So yes. Hi, Louis. And so, yeah, this is Louis. And also in the room, we've got, well, I think we'll carry on. So, Geraldine, please, the floor is yours. Please tell us some of your favorite stories for children.
Good. Welcome, children. I am teacher Geraldine Nanjala. I teach young children like you. How old are you, David? David, how old are you?
I could say I'm nearly 60, but instead I'll say I'm nearly 6.
6 years. Good. I'm going to tell you a story today about an old woman. This woman lived in a bottle. I don't know why she was kept in a bottle. And she was not satisfied to live in that bottle. And she kept complaining, I cannot turn well. I cannot pick up my shoe very well because this house is very small. I don't know why God kept me in this small bottle. And now look at my neighbors. They have big houses. I would like to live in a house like that one. Now see, I cannot push my bed very well in this bottle. And then the following day, she just found herself in a little bigger bottle than the one she was living in before. But after 2 days, she started complaining again. Now see, I cannot sweep this house very well. Now see, I don't know why God is punishing me like this. I would like to live in a house like that one there. Look at that one. It has a red roof, a beautiful big door. But now look at mine. This one is very small. Then she again slept and found herself in now a big house. And in that house, she lived alone. And she started again complaining. This house, It's a very big house. Now see, I would like to live in a bigger one like that one with many workers, I would like to have a car in my compound. I would like to have even a place to place my lorry when it comes with the workers. I would like to have a big compound. And then she found now herself with very many workers. That time, she lived like a queen. She had a worker who would brush her teeth. She just had to put her teeth outside like this. And the lady brushed her teeth, brought her water. And her nails were there like that. She was told, she brushed, there was a worker who brushed her nails. There was somebody else who brought her shoes. And there were others who carried her to her bed. But now, she started complaining again. These workers are not carrying me very well. Now this bed is very big. I don't want this house. I want a much bigger house like that one for Mr. Kamau over there. God was not very pleased. When she slept, she found herself again in that bottle. What do you think was wrong with that woman who was complaining?
She was never satisfied with what she had.
Never.
Good. What about young boy there?
Louis?
Yes, Louis? What did you think is the problem with this woman? Louis, please.
Louis says,
Louis.
I don't know.
Okay. This woman was never satisfied. So what do you think the story is teaching us? What have you learned from the story?
Well, I think I've learned that you should, she was fair enough to complain when she was living in a bottle, but once she had a house, then she should be more grateful, maybe. That's my take on the story. She should be grateful for the fact that she's got a decent place to live.
Okay. Now, in that story, I think we should be satisfied with what we are given. When you are given some food by your mommy, you should be grateful that you have got food. You should be grateful for whatever you have been given. That is the end of my story.
Thank you, Geraldine. I'm grateful that you're here and sharing your wisdom and your stories with us.
Okay, thank you.
Geraldine, please.
Yes.
Could you tell us, just before your next story, just a little bit more, because you've told me before about your school where you work, and
yes,
and about the awards that your school has received. Could you tell us a little bit about your school?
I teach in a school called Ndege Primary School. It is a mixed day primary school. with children from age 6 up to age 14. That is, age 6 are in grade 1, and ages 14 to 15 are in grade 8.
Yeah.
The population of our school is about 880 children. But we also have in our compound, we have the play group.
Yeah.
Age 3 to 5. I teach in from grade 4.
Okay.
That is about age 9 up to age 14. And that is where I major. And I teach Kiswahili.
Kiswahili.
Kiswahili, yes. I teach Kiswahili. I teach social studies.
Yeah.
That is geography and government.
Right.
And I teach also music and art and craft.
Wow, you have a lot of skills.
And I'm a librarian.
And what was the award that your school won?
Yes, we won an award called Special Commendation Award in the library section, where I'm a teacher librarian. In the year 2017, we entered a competition for librarians, and it was an award for a public primary school library. It is the only school that has a library in this region.
Yeah.
So once we competed for about 3 consecutive years. That is when we were awarded the Special Commendation Award.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. Yes.
Geraldine, please tell us another story.
Story.
Tell us a story.
Okay. There was once twins. These twins lived with their grandmother. I don't know where their parent had gone, but they were happy living with their grandmother. They lived a normal life where they had to go and work in their garden. They would go and get water from the river. And they did all other normal house chores that were done in the village life. One time, their grandmother decided to go and fetch water. They were left at home. One twin was called Pro, and the other one was called Pto. Can you say Pro?
Pro.
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 Pro. Pro.
And the other twin was called Pto.
Do.
Can you say Pto?
Pto.
Pto.
Do.
Pto.
Good. So Pro and Pto were left at home by their grandmother. She decided to let them prepare porridge. And the porridge was made of millet. All of a sudden, it started raining. It rained and rained and rained and rained. there was lightning. Pa, 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 pa. Pa! And they got afraid. Ah, what is that, bro? Thor said, don't get afraid. I'm also afraid. Ah! I'm afraid. I don't know what to do. What will we do? As they were doing that, when it stopped a bit, they went and started stirring the mixture, the flour, to put in the water to make porridge. After they had mixed and it started boiling, there was another bigger noise. They got afraid. They climbed on the roof that was just over the fire. They stayed there. They coiled themselves. And they started feeling warm and warm. The warmth made them catch sleep. And they dozed off. As they were dozing off, one of the twins left the other one, and poof, he fell in the porridge. The other twin did not even know what was happening because of the sleep. All of a sudden, she started, and she fell in the porridge. And they started now looking for each other, calling, pro, to, pro, to, pro, to, pro, to, pro, pro, to, pro, to. That is why, up to this moment, when the porridge boils, it makes that noise. Can you all say
Turn on your microphones, everybody.
That is the noise up to now. When you make porridge, it starts boiling. Pro and to are looking for each other. Do you like porridge?
I love porridge.
I love porridge too.
That is what happens.
Well, fortunately, they still haven't found each other because I love the sound.
They have not found each other. They have not found each other up to now.
Thank you very much, Geraldine. That's a wonderful story. Wonderful
Yes.
story. Hey, Geraldine.
Yes.
I've heard you tell that story before. It's one of my favorites. Can I make a request?
Yes.
Can you tell the story that you told before about Mr. Pembe?
Oh. Story.
Tell us a story.
It's a beautiful story. Long time ago, there was a man called Mr. Pembe. Mr. Pembe lived alone. He did not have a family, but he had many, many guinea fowls that he lived with. He even talked to them. and told them, can you come here? Can you go there? What is wrong with you? Why are you behaving like this? He fed them very well. One day, he wanted to go and visit one of his relatives far away, but he didn't know who to leave the guinea fowls with. So he decided to go and look for someone. He found a woman. He brought the woman home, instructed her on how to feed the guinea fowls. And the woman accepted. So Mr. Pembe started off the journey and he went. So the woman, every morning when she was feeding the guinea fowls, she was looking at them as they fed and loved the way they looked, healthy. And each day she thought of, hey, I think this one can be very good meat for me. And look at the other one. Just look at that one. Hey, that one is very, hey, now look at the other one. Oh, so each day she got the urge of slaughtering. One day, as she opened the cage, she caught one of them and slaughtered. The other guinea fowls got afraid and said, what is that woman doing? Slaughtering? They had never seen such a thing before. And the woman enjoyed the meat. Nice one. The following day, she went to open for for her to feed the guinea fowls. Instead, the guinea fowls flew away. You know, some of them were running, others were now flying. You know, when the guinea fowls are in danger, they fly. And they went and found a goat. Have you seen Mr. Pembe? I haven't seen Mr. Pembe. And they went singing, with the guinea fowls of Mr. Pembe. The stupid woman slaughtered one of us. We got afraid and ran away. And they flew. They went and found a cow. Moo! Moo! Where are you going, all of you? And they asked, we are looking for Mr. Pembe. Have you seen our master, Mr. Pembe? Moo! I haven't seen Mr. Pembe. They went away, they ran, they flew with the guinea fowls of Mr. Pembe. The stupid woman slaughtered one of us. We got afraid and ran away. And they ran and ran and ran. They went and went and went. Finally, they saw a hut. Children were playing outside there. And they all looked around and saw the guinea fowls coming. And they called each other, hey, 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 come and see, come and see, come and see, all these guinea fowls. Mr. Pembe was in that house, fortunately. That is where he had gone to. He came out and he saw the guinea fowls. They all ran to him. Ah, 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 we have come. Where did you go? You left us. The silly woman slaughtered one of us. And they said, I think I overstayed. And they all surrounded him and said, oh, what are you doing here? And said Mr. Pembe introduced the children to them and told them, these are my nephews, these are my nieces, and that I came to visit them. So we can go back home. And they started going back. They went. On reaching there, Mr. Pembe found the woman and roared at her. Why did you slaughter my guinea fowls? You stupid woman. I'm not going to pay even a penny. And the woman said, I'm sorry, Mr. Pembe. Please just pay me a little money. Oh, Mr. Pembe, he said, no, I cannot. You are a stupid woman. Can you leave my compound immediately? Go away. Very stupid. And you dare slaughter my guinea fowls. And the woman packed her things and left. So Mr. Pembe and the guinea fowls lived in their compound happily ever after.
Oh. Thank you.
Can you sing? Can you sing that song, Mr. Pembe?
Oh yeah. What do you mean? Shall we all turn on our microphones?
Yes.
Rescue.
We the guinea fowls. We the guinea fowls
of
Mr. Pembe. The stupid woman slaughtered one of us.
Slaughtered one of us.
Stupid old man.
We got afraid and ran away.
We got afraid
And ran away.
We got afraid and ran away.
We got afraid and ran away.
Okay. Now, this time we are going to sing while we pretend we are the guinea fowls. We are all going to be the guinea fowls.
Come on.
So you can demonstrate
come on,
with
Louis.
your...
We're going to be guinea fowls with wings.
Yes. With the guinea fowls of
We're the
Mr.
guinea fowls
Pembe.
of Mr. Pembe.
Mr. Pembe.
That stupid woman.
The stupid woman slaughtered one of us. We got afraid and ran away. Eh. That is the story of Mr. Pembe.
Geraldine, that was
Yes.
wonderful. Can I ask you, the
Yes,
stories that you're telling about
yes.
Prompto and Mr. Pembe,
Yes.
how did you learn these stories?
My grandmother was a storyteller.
Ah,
She loved
we
stories.
could guess
Yeah.
because you have your grandmother's storytelling skills.
She loved telling us the stories, especially in the evening. When we went to visit her in the countryside, she prepared her meals usually at 6 p.m. or at 5. And then because she did not have oil in her lamp, she decided to put it out and tell us the story before we caught sleep. While we sat around the fire. So she usually complained that you cannot, her oil is getting finished. So we eat early and then she tells us the story before we go to sleep. Sometimes during when there was full moon.
Oh, wow.
We would go out and we were told stories before we went to sleep.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Geraldine. Geraldine, have you got one more story that you will tell us this evening?
Yes.
Geraldine, before you tell us the story, I'd like to just say something.
Yes.
Geraldine, we know each
Yes.
other because you did a course that I ran called Creative and Engaging Storytelling for Teachers.
Yes.
And I just want to tell people here that every time I run this course, I give, or there is a sponsored place for a teacher from sub-Saharan Africa. And that's supported by ELT Africa organization. And what I mean is supported by that is that members of that organization, teachers across Africa, apply to do the course. And then we, with the help of Dr. Harry Kucha, one person is chosen together with me to join the course. And you're one of those teachers, I'm so happy to say. And I want to thank the World Storytelling Cafe for being one of the sponsors and for recognizing that how wonderful that is, that teachers can join these courses and share their skills with their colleagues, because you're already a storyteller. I didn't teach you how to be a storyteller, but just encouraging storytellers to be sharing their skills with students and sharing their knowledge and their skills with their colleagues as well, in their communities and across communities. And next week, we're going to have an event, aren't we, where teachers from all over Africa are going to come and be presented and learn stories from people like you, Geraldine, and other people that we've met. And also in the room, there's my other favorite Kenyan storyteller has joined the room. I can see Wangari Grace is here. I know you've got your camera off at the moment, Wangari Grace, but I don't know, Geraldine, have you met Wangari Grace before?
Yes, we met during the read aloud storytelling this year.
Oh, fantastic. So you know each other. Wonderful.
Yes.
Hi, Wangari Grace.
Hi, how are you guys?
Yeah, we're really well, thank you. Everybody, it's great that you're here. And Wangari Grace, another great friend who was also part of my project last year, Around the World in 88 Tales. So wonderful that you're here.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure. And yes, I met Geraldine officially earlier this year because her organization and her school were part of a project that I was organizing. I was organizing a read aloud campaign for schools around Kenya, and her Rift Valley Association of Readers and her school were also part of the participants. So, but I'm really glad to see her performing. I haven't seen her doing a show storytelling before, so this is really lovely.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Wangari Grace. So, without any further waiting, I know we're all looking forward to it. Louis, are you looking forward to another story from Geraldine?
Yes.
Absolutely. So, Geraldine, over to you.
Thank you. Long time ago, there lived a man, his wife, and their son. They lived on hunting. They hunted birds and they hunted small animals. One day, the father did not go to hunt because he was feeling unwell. You know, this life of hunting sometimes is very tiring. So this boy went hunting and he carried his catapult. in the bush, in the grassland. And then he saw a big bird, a very big bird. He decided to run after the bird, and the bird ran. He was very fast, and he went and fell on the bird. He caught the bird, and the bird started, it was a struggle. The struggle, and he caught it very firmly. But the legs of the birds were very strong. So one kick of the bird left the boy injured a bit on the hand. So he let the bird go. And he was hurt. So the boy felt that they were not going to have a meal on that day. He was very disappointed. So he woke up and went home. And the father saw him empty-handed. Why have you come like this? Where is the food? He told, Daddy, I got hurt. I caught the bird, but it flew away because it was so very strong that I let it go. And the man was very annoyed, very annoyed. He said, look at this stupid boy. I'm going to teach you a lesson. I must teach you a lesson. So the following day, he told the boy, can you follow me very fast? Follow me so that I can teach you how to hunt. So they went, they walked, they went and went. Daddy, where are we going? Just follow me. They went and went, they went and went. And they found a big tree. And on that tree, it was very, the bark was very, the trunk was very smooth. So this father decided to make steps. And he told the boy, can you go up there? Can you climb so that I can teach you how to hunt? So the boy was asking questions. How will I do it, Daddy? And the boy was told, can you climb? I'll tell you once you reach up there. So the boy went, climbed the tree, climbed, and the father went making some holes on the trunk so that the boy could step on them. So he went and went until he went completely up there. On looking down, it was very far. So their father decided to climb down and told the boy, can you remain up there? So he went, sealing the steps completely. So the father removed the rope that they were using to climb with. He decided to pull the rope and told the boy, that is the lesson. You will remain up there. So the father went away. He left the boy there. So the boy started crying. Oh, Daddy, you have left me behind here. What am I going to do? Oh, dear, my daddy. Are you really my daddy? Daddy! 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 And he was told, remain up there. The boy was afraid. Looking down there, it was very far. Then, all of a sudden, the bird that he caught the previous day flew on the tree. And the boy said, "Aren't you the bird that I caught yesterday?" And the bird said, "I have come to save you." Then the bird went down the tree. It told the boy, "Can you jump?" And the boy said, "No, I cannot. It is very far. I'm going to get hurt." The bird said, "I'm going to put my wings in a way that you will not get hurt. Can you jump?" And the boy looked down there. No. Jump. No. I'm assuring you, you will not get hurt. The boy decided now to stay up there. And the boy, because of hunger, started now eating the nails. He ate the nails because he had nothing to eat. He ate all of them. He ate the nails, and he had started now eating the clothes. So another day that bird came and assured the boy that he would not get hurt. So this time, the boy was so frail, and he just closed his eyes and dropped. Fortunately, sure to the words of the bird, he was not hurt. He just landed on the wings, pop, and he was carried away. And they went. The boy was taken by the bird. Tomorrow, I'll tell you where the bird went. That is...
Oh, when is tomorrow? Wow, Geraldine, I could see and feel the whole of that story so powerfully.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for that beautiful story to round off a wonderful set of stories. Was that also a story you learned from your grandmother?
I learned from my mother. My mother told me that story.
Wow.
Yes.
You're very lucky. And we're very lucky that you told the stories to us.
Yes.
Can I ask everybody to switch on your microphones and say whatever you would like to say to thank Geraldine?
Well, I'd just like to welcome Geraldine to the cafe and thank you so much. It was just amazing.
Yes.
So much fun. And I don't know if you realize quite how international your audience is. You're live in Marrakesh in North Africa and in North America and Italy and
Peru.
Peru. So it's been a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for evening my time, I should say. And thank you so much.
Welcome.
I like the relation with the animals. The relations with the animals that are different.
Mm-hmm.
Says that's very, very strange for us. Like we have the idea that fowls are to eat, and it puts a level, a horizontal level on the, and that's a very strange and very interesting seeing things at this times. I like that. In this story, the other one also.
Yeah.
Louis had to leave, but before Louis left, he wrote a message. He said, "Thank you for doing this." So Louis really enjoyed the stories.
Thank you.
Geraldine, Bob here in New Mexico in the United States. I love the stories, and I also really loved you telling us about sitting by the fire, the oil lamp going out. Really could picture you. So it feels like such a wonderful legacy of storytelling that continues. So thanks for that too.
Thank you. Welcome.
And Geraldine, I'd just like to say how lovely it is to meet you. I'm David's wife, Tammy, and I've heard so much about you. And David has already told your story pro to many times to different people, friends and family. So it was just beautiful to hear you telling it.
Thank you for sharing your story, Geraldine.
Yeah, thank you, Geraldine. It was fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Geraldine. I really liked, as Tammy said, I really liked you telling the Procto story, because I think it was one of the first people David told the story to, and he was so excited to tell the story. He was like, "Oh, I heard this story from Geraldine, and now I heard it from you," and it was a really nice experience, and I loved your style of storytelling, which is so natural but so entertaining at the same time. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Welcome.
So Geraldine, please come back and visit us again at the World Storytelling Cafe and share stories. And for all storytellers around the world who might be listening to this, come and join us at the World Storytelling Cafe. And as Mike said, we have a truly international audience, and it may be mostly adults in the room with you today, but I'm sure many, many children will enjoy the recordings. So without further, thank you so much, Geraldine. Thank you everybody for coming. And I've got to make an announcement. John reminded me to say that next Tuesday at the World Storytelling Cafe at 5 o'clock UK time, we have young international storytellers. So if you know any young people aged 25 or younger, it could be as young as 5, any age under 25, who would like to come and tell a story, they are very welcome to come along and share a story. It's every Tuesday at 5 p.m. UK time. And also next Friday at this time, 6 p.m. UK time, we have Maria Gillen, who's a wonderful Irish storyteller who's told stories here at the World Storytelling Cafe before. We know Maria well. So come and join us again next Friday. But finally, thank you again, and a round of applause for our friend and storyteller from Kenya today, Geraldine Nanjala. Thank you, Geraldine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think Waleed wanted to say something quickly from Marrakesh.
Hello.
Hi, Waleed.
Hi. I want to thank to Geraldine for the stories. It was so funny and it's cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, well, good night, or good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are. Goodbye.
It is good night. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, Geraldine. That was an absolutely wonderful session. I hope you enjoyed it.
I have enjoyed it.
We really enjoyed it.
Is it over?
Yes, it's over. I think Waleed is going to close it now. So I'll say goodbye, and I'll send you a message on WhatsApp. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Bye.